There are things legacy TARDFI advisors can't and won't tell you by law, but that law, she's about to change. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. Brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the winds play. Oh, the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni, bring on the The FOMO index has remained at 73, frozen in a state of greed. Bitcoin dominance is 53%. 24-hour volume is 74 billion. The overall market cap, 2.57. Give or take 100 million. Well, somebody call the parents, because Bitcoin has come out of its Yanacopian coma and wants to talk about the moon. After Friday's dismal dump, Bitcoin found a bottom and a bounce at 66.6 and spent the entire weekend in a coma, slowly inching up till shortly after dinner last night, the heart she started to pump again. Price action jumped up, picking out at 69.3 and has petered down to a time of production 69K, breaking us up and out of our descending triangle and above all three moving averages. But it's the humble opinion of this piano that it might be a pump for ants, because we need to see higher highs, not lower highs. You can see ever since our local top back at the end of May, we just can't seem to muster up the oompah to get back up there, carving out a series of lower highs. What I'm keeping my papers on today is a candle close above 70.2. Now and I say if we can't get there, we'll be on the losing side of the market, with the bears taking the pole position despite the Pompeian movement last night. Now we're on the ding dong. You can see we wrestled with our channel of eternal monotony support level all week, finally breaking up and over it. A key level I'm watching is 69.4. This is where today's candle has to close, or this pump will just be another lower high. My heartbreakingly optimistic target for today would be to carve out and close a candle at or above 71.4. And while we have bullish sugar plums dancing in our head, we may as well try to retest this channel's resistance up at 73K. Hey, it can happen. The market likes to turn on a dime, especially after a comitatrianic price stall like we had last week. Quick look at the Wookiee. Sees we did close the candle red, but we managed to close it above our channel of descension, logging in a textbook breakout, which is bullish.
Which one's wicked must be candlestick.
Ah, yes, the angelic voices of the children's choir of enchanted wicks, letting us know that a juicy wick has been sacrificed to the gods of wickedness, up 71.8, which would be one of our first upside wiccans of the bull market. And if you like watching economic paint dry as much as I do, the monthly chart just carved out its 9th of 10 green candles in a row, carving carving out this mother of all cup and handle patterns, whose probability plays out too. And sing it with me now. Oh, you take the ball, you slide it all, breakout point, and then we're all at 129K. Would you look at that, my friend? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed, yet we're lucky enough to have anyway. So get out there, knock 'em dead, and remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leads. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one. And by all means, sing it with me now. Around the banks of boom to spank, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa. Now, if you're trying to tell me that we're in June, as in it's June 3rd, well, I just don't believe you. The time can't simultaneously rip ahead and while the markets do absolutely nothing. We can't have that juxtaposition of time constraints. I just don't believe that it's June already. When I think about it, it's January. And if you're trying to tell me that Pulp Fiction is 30 years old, shame on you. That's cruel and unusual punishment for people like me. 30 years old? Are you kidding me? Pulp Fiction is 30 years old. It's sad. There's a sadness to that for me anyway, because I remember Pulp Fiction. I would say that Pulp Fiction was one of the last movies 30 years ago that I went to in a theater and thought, this is effing unbelievable. I think after that, I never really saw a movie that was that, I don't know, entertaining and, bizarre. And it ticked all the boxes for me whenever 30 years ago. Pulp Fiction it was like out of nowhere, it came and ticked all my cinematic boxes, so to speak. And to find out that it's 30 years old, it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. It's like when someone says 10 years ago, I think it's 2019 or something, or when they say when they say 30 years ago, I think it's the 70s. I think it's the 1970s, not 1994. 1994, I had graduated. I was out of high school. I was pretending I was Ethan Hawke from Reality Bites. I had a goatee and long hair and cords and the odd turtleneck. And that was how I gained my social significance amongst my musical peers, I suppose. Because at the end of the day, most young people are just striving for significance, social significance. What sets them apart? However, this day and age, they usually try to set themselves apart through insane, idiotic narratives, unfortunately. I know, I mean, hey, maybe they're not as idiotic as cords in a turtleneck. That's pretty idiotic as well. But the hair wasn't blue. It was long, well, greasy too, but it was all kind of brought together with the goatee. Now, I don't know why I steamrolled into Pulp Fiction. I think I saw something. Curtis Neal 30 years ago to me is still the 70s, 80s. Isn't it? It is. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. That's 30 years ago. Well, it looks like we have, I think I said 69.4, right? 69.4 was the, let's see here, 69.4 was, 69.4 is what we're looking at. This is a level to keep our peepers on, especially on the 4-hour chart. But again, we have to close this candle. We can't just look at these wicks. Just wick disappointment in Wick City. Everywhere you look, just get up, wick down. Get up, denied. Get up, denied. So what we don't want to see is this candle come all the way down here. So we get another denial wick. This soul patch. I think I tried a soul patch there's some pictures of me with soul patches there. Wick's wife. We had a textbook retraced down to our triangle of descensions, resistance now acting as support. It always freaks me out when that's why I feel like I'm in a simulation, really, because it's not like these are universal lines. It's not like everyone has these lines on their charts. You know, these charts, they're lines that I put in months, weeks ago. And to see everything kind of, basically follow support and resistance, and of course the Fibonacci. So speaking of Fibonacci's, that 69.6 where we just wicked off from was 38.2% fib. No big surprise there that it would go there. I think on the ding dong, I said we had to be around 70.2, which is up and around the 23.6% fib, which is what we'll likely check out if we have continued pump. Now, I saw on the old X Factory there that Roaring Kitty put out a tweet, something about $150 million long or something like that. So it's a weird market right now because you have Bitcoin at, it's an all-time high, really. And besides some, we were at 73, but we're at last bull market's all-time high. Relatively no excitement in the cryptosphere. Social sentiment is probably as low as the deep, cold bear market. But meanwhile, you have the excitement of the memes. So I always end up coming back to this narrative that retail noobs, retail normies have possibly felt at this price. Now, it could change because we like to believe in huge moves, not little moves. So at this move being all-time high, I feel like retail normies have said, you know what, I missed it. I missed it again. I should have listened to pianomattyb at 16K. I should have listened to pianomattyb at 26K. I didn't. And now I missed this move. So guess what? If I want to make exponential alpha, like 10x. If I'm going to do this, I want 10x. I don't want 1x. What is 1x? Well, 1x is probably the most you could ever dream of in the TARD-FI legacy stock market, but that's that. 10x is what I'm looking for. Am I going to get it at Bitcoin at this price? Well, there's a small possibility, the probability. All hell could break loose this bull market, and we could see a 10x from here for sure. Bitcoin is the black hole. It will eventually suck everything into it. And however, the retail noobs, I don't think they've been around long enough to understand the discipline of investing. So they just want the 10x quickly. So things like meme coins, things like GameStop, they provide more excitement and more potential 10xing for the retail noob. Now, the odds are the retail noob 69.8. What am I looking at? 69.5. The retail noob will usually get wrecked because they will get in and they will provide the disappointment wicks that we see everywhere. Those are retail noobs getting whiplash back and forth. So when we get to 69K and the retail normies are like, yeah, I missed it. I'm okay with it, right? They're okay with it. Now the FOMO will build up again the next leg up. And now the next leg up's got to be into the 80s, into the 90s, and of course 100K. Once there's a 6-figure Bitcoin, then we're going to have a new level, basically a restart of FOMO, where everyone thought that they missed out at 70 and they're okay with it. People are going to miss out at 100K and they're not going to be okay with it. They're going to be very upset. The FOMO is going to go through the roof and they'll probably ape in. This is bearing in mind if they even have any money left. That's another Another important aspect of this bull run that I don't think I hear a lot of people talking about, they talk about the numbers and the statistics of how poorly the economy is, but they don't trickle it down to how that affects the retail normie. When you have all this kind of devastation in the economy, the retail normie, they don't have 2 dimes to put together an ape in to a meme coin. And if they do, they're pretty lucky. They don't have the government sending them, I don't know, what was it, $1,000 or something like that. They basically have no money, and they're also working 3 jobs. So there's an aspect of desperation that could bring them back into the market. But right now, I just think that things are so tight in the old pocketbook that as much as they would want to get in and get exposure to something like Bitcoin, I think they probably like, well, I'll put $100 into this this meme coin, and maybe it'll make me 1,000. To them, I think the upside to that, the probabilities of that happen in their mind is a little more than it is, for the hardcore Bitcoin hodlers. Like, the advantage we have is time. That's it. The advantage is time. We've been here long enough. We know how things work. We know that these lulls, these, what did I call it? Comatarian. I can't remember what I said. Comatarian lulls in the market. We know that these come. We almost have to expect it. That's why there's, for me anyway, and this may not be for you, but when I see a big spike, I can front run emotionally the sadness of the retracement and the lull. I know that's built into any spike. So when that happens, you got to understand that when we hit, what am I on, the ding dong? No, when we hit the next leg up, say into the 80s, I'll be like, oh man, we're going to retrace and we're probably going to hit resistance and support, and we're going to sit there for another 2 months. Because traditionally in these bull markets, it's about 2 weeks of major upside. When I say 2 weeks, I mean 14 days. So time in the market is paramount. You don't want to miss those 14 days. Obviously, everybody here, we're going to catch it. That's the exciting part about where we are now. As boring as it may be, we all know that we're going to catch it. We're going to catch those 14 days. Now, have we had 6 or 7 of them, possibly 8? Yeah, I think we have had maybe half of the candles that make up the 14 days of massive upside. But I think the next 8 candles, let's call it, of upside will be exponentially larger than the first 7. We will see the parabolic aspect of it. Now, where could that go? A lot of people say, so let's take a look at this monthly chart of watching economic paint dry. When we look at this, it doesn't look all exciting, but you got to remember that this is the monthly chart. This back here, where John Travolta is looking, is the old bull market. And now we've pumped all the way up here. These are some of the, like, look at this candle here. What is that? February's candle. That's one of those 10 to 12 candles in this bull market that you're going to see the exponential growth. Now, with this cup and handle, this cute little mother of all cup and handle patterns, just textbook. You take the pole, you slide it all to the breakout point. Then we're all at 129. Let's write that in just for posterity. Is that what? I never use that word. So when I try to call it up in my vocabulary, it doesn't really exist. 129K. Put it there. So that's where we say this cute little mother of all cup and handle patterns plays out to eventually. Now, a lot of people say that 129 may be the top of this bull market. And if it is, great, whatever. But I tell you what, if 129 is the top of this bull market, I feel like it may be the last bull market any retail noob or normie even bats an eye at. won't be high enough. It won't be exponential enough. It won't be face ripping enough, even though it is face ripping. You know, like this is how face ripping it is from the bottom. 686%. Now, people are like, well, that's not a 10x. Not a 10x. So I don't get out of bed unless they're 10x. All right, I get it. But I do feel if we don't get that massive run up, retail may officially leave the building and they may never come back. It may be just memes or die. Because what are they? They're not sophisticated enough to understand the value propositions of Bitcoin. They don't understand the digital store of value. They're looking for upside. They're looking for quick, like they're gamblers, right? However, I think once people do get exposure to Bitcoin, their life changes. Who's this? You gonna pick out a hat there, buddy? See if we can pump the market. There you go. Oh, remember we were going to do this because we agreed that maybe you were too big.
Yeah, but the
what?
floor is cold.
The what?
The floor is cold.
Oh, your tootsies are cold? Is that what? Oh, I can't bear to. Whoa, what'd you do? Hold on. You tried to pick. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Well, let's do some shout outs, shall we? You ready, buddy?
Wait, I need to tell Dad something.
What? No. Are you sure? You
Well, I can hold it.
okay. Let's do some shout outs. All right, buddy. Let's do some. Oh, holy smokes. We just got some musical freedom from Carl. Remember, Elder. All right. Let's do Are you sure you don't want to stand? No. All right, let's do a what have we been working on? Let's do a quick little run through of Piano Man.
Did you shower this morning?
Not yet. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowds are frozen. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to
F.
Love sure is Taligan. Love sure is Taligan. And he says, "Son, can you play? Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes. Was it that sweet, but I knew it complete. When I wore another man's clothes. La di da. Wait.
Yeah, that's right.
La di da di da. 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 Da da. Sing us a song to the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Bold and emerge from melody. You got us feeling alright.
Very nice. You tried to go pretty fast on that one. Yeah, very fast. Thank you for the super chat, Carl Elder. Much appreciated. Well, Duke, let's do
Dada.
yeah. Watch it. You don't want to. You're gonna bring.
Dada.
What? I want to be Duke when I grow up. Is that what you're pointing at? Yeah, that's funny. Okay, buddy. Let's do some shout outs real quick, and then we'll let the good peeps go on this Monday morning. 69.6. Let's do it. Shout outs. All set.
All set.
Jimmy Coco's.
Jimmy Coco's.
Our good buddy Misco.
Misco.
Squeaky McGee.
Squeaky McGee.
Of course, Carl Elder.
Carl Elder.
Dave Digital, the GOAT.
Dave Digital, the goat.
Wick.
Wick.
And Wick's wife.
Wick's wife.
BC Elf.
BC Elf.
XRP A11Y.
XRP A11Y.
The backup kid.
The backup kid.
JP.
JP.
Look at that. JD gave us a super sticker.
What?
JD gave you a super sticker, little.
Is it? It's money.
Yeah, it's a super chat or a super sticker. Thank you very much. Huddle Sats.
Hello, Sat.
And Alexandra Topchi.
Alexander Tweet.
Sing us out, my boy.
We'll play the same game as a psychopathical activists. That's right, it's a one game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. When the big boom is fake. Bitcoin, crypto, money, yeah.
Nice job, buddy. Fancy fingers today. Historical norm would probably.
Wait, I have something else to
We're not
No.
going to do that instrumental thing.
Oh, come on.
All right.
Piano wasn't on.
It was 2 on. Yeah, you little snaky. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Oh, thanks for that. Oh, yeah, take the reverb off. Yeah, good boy. Let's see what we got here before a quick little recap. Let's go back to the 4-hour chart, 69.6. Yeah, this is where we got to be. We got to close this candle, my friends. Right above here, right here, above this wick. We did see the children's choir of eternal wicks come by. We can wick up to the upside. We've just been in a bear market for so long that you usually get these wicks because the bulls are coming back in. They push the drive up, but then it gets pushed back down. I don't like that. I think we can hit it though. So on the this is where those pesky little kids were talking about right up here. 71.9. Yeah, well, I tell you what, at 71.9, the sentiment will change amongst us. Not really retail. I don't see retail coming in at 71.9. I think we will get excited when that happens. Carl Elder, keep hitting the likes. 92 likes. So today I also streamed on Rumble. 0 viewers. We got 41 viewers on Twitter, on X, 111 on YouTube, 0 on Rumble. I'm just putting it up on Rumble because I'm going to try to build that. And then if it builds, you never know what happens in that thing. It builds, that'll be it for YouTube. Unless they get their SHIT together and they become censorship-less. I think everyone's going to move to Rumble, but that'll happen when it makes sense, when there's more people there. So if you don't have Rumble, maybe get Rumble. If you have Rumble, go check out the stream there. Maybe give it a like or pump it so it gets some traction over there on Rumble. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video.